actually have decent base damage, but I still think this Tombstone is going to be, as it gets maxed out, just a little bit too much for them to deal with. They don't have any zombie clear. They don't have that much focus into like.
His rune's better than most other mids that we see nowadays. He's just so tanky, and if he ever gets like a haste or an invis, get in range for a clap, that's probably our first blood. Everyone's rotating mid now. Chuan is wrapping around. They're going in on Tyler. Probably going to be our first blood. Yeah, clap's there. They secure the kill. Yeah, people turn around, attempted. It does slow down Chuan while the Wolves do their work. They'll lose Chuan here, but 430 should be fine. He's pretty damn tanky. Well, IG start to cluster up a bit in this mid lane. Maybe going for smoke with Chuan. They have the Bruce split online now. They have Tombstone ready to rock and roll, and it's already level 2. So they didn't smoke Cheesebug. They're going to leave him visible mid while bottom lane June's going to be caught out. With upheaval here, he's going to have trouble fight his way out. Cheesebug will rotate in. He drops the Tombstone. Sylar has ult though, and he'll need to use it to get out of here. There was a lot of damage done to him, but Bond's also smoked. He's rotating around, and if he gets up a shackle on Sylar, a clap will probably be enough to come clap, crit. No, not even needed. Just the Zac from Tron to end his life.
But all the same, that because they're using these great delay tactics on top of it.
Quick hex from MMY. There was a blink clap, 430, completely turned on. He still gets up the split, but this at least buys LGD a little time to retreat. There was a boulder toss, but it's dodged by the Cyclone of the Brew. A little bit of miscommunication there between the Brew player and himself, but we'll end up battering. Injulai caught out under the wall. He might be able to turn this one for his team. The Golem's still doing its work. They get a secondary kill. Injulai forced back. The zombie apocalypse simply insufficient as they finish off the Tombstone. They'll end up losing 3 heroes. They've gone back. Yeah, the Wolves are scouting them and burning them down a bit with the Iron Shell here. They'll even be forced to use the Hex, drop the Sentry and the Tombstone, but he's still getting them down, I think. Cheesebug falls. They lose Tron as well. The plays from Injulai. Losing Midas pick up, do you think?
Sorry, well, we'll see the fight break up first.
It's a strong statement, I suppose. Infernal used to counter-initiate right as the Bruce play comes out. With the Macro Pyre here, IG have a lot of AoE damage, but they're not finishing heroes off quickly, and it's just the Golem charging forward. These Brewlings feel just so insignificant in comparison to it. Drives them back. The Ion Shell Wolves doing their work. Now the split ends, and the Golem persists. Caught out by an Ice Head. It'll be slowed down a bit. The Wolf blocks are nice from Sylar. Good plays, but only needs to keep this immolation damage going. Ferrari about to go in Biz. Is it going to be soon enough? He's got to juke this one. Iron Shell wearing off soon. Vacuum just missed by Injulai.
Either way, it seems like they want to do something about this. At least make it annoying. Oh, Injulai.
Injulai caught out and doesn't have a surge to get out of here quickly. The wards now drop Tombstone, everything thrown into LGD. And without the Golems, they really shouldn't have been looking to fight that one so hard. I think still about half, a little more like a third duration remaining. Should be enough with the liquid fire and the wards. Yeah, they'll get a tier 2 for this. LGD are on the smoke.
They have fortify. They have wall, they have upheaval. June's dead.
Upheaval's being prepped, and IG are about to get trapped. Vacuumed actually out of the not the best placement, still the follow-up's fantastic. Cheesebug brought down quickly. They got off a great chain stun there, LGD did, back into Impale. Perfect combination, and now they'll happily chase down some more. Losing MMY though, 430 and Tron might be
It's a losing mentality. The psychology is broken, and I don't know. If Lou was on my team, I'd be pissed at his items, but I really, no matter what, there's a lot of things that went wrong for IG this game, and Ferrari getting picked off is just one on the list.
Yeah, he's frustrated now. The Golem's gonna help them lock him in place. He tries to clap and run, but even with the zombies working himself, he's still got Iron Shield to try and finish him off. Then they back him down to the low ground. Sensational Darkseer play by Injulai. Mally, you watching this, buddy? I was just talking to Mally, and he was saying Injulai was not performing, but I gotta say, after this game, it's just, this is where the Tombstone becomes almost useless. Like you can just kill it in a matter of seconds. And even with the zombies, we've seen that they're not that strong, honestly. Like
they've got shapeshift, they've got surge. They can maneuver against them. All these slows they mean a little bit, but they don't mean hard control.
Next from the high ground, insta finger. No Tombstone for you, sir, says Momoya. Fantastic play. Now the wall. The back again. They slow down Chuan and Luo. They can't make their way out. It's only Luo left standing with his ultimate in this level of the fight, but they got 3 kills in exchange. Maybe with the Primal Split they can get more. Oh, time for buybacks now. The Brain and the Warlock. The Primal Split's there. They drop you out back to Earth, and it seems in the end not killing off Luo right away actually turns the fight a bit.
The cast animation that makes it very difficult to commit to the fight, and although it has theoretically the best potential, it's just not better than channeling Fatal Bonds, or sorry, channeling the upheaval at this point.
If someone else to lock them down, it's easier, like Chronosphere or Magnus are.
Yeah.
There's a war trap dropped, as MMY will get picked off, then 430 leaps in. LGD suddenly find themselves in a predicament, but the back, the wall looks to turn this. IG driven back. They have managed to take down the 2-3 tower though, and they keep on pushing in. Yao gets caught by Nice Pet. That's trouble for him. They're gonna lose their Viper. And it seems they're lacking the follow-up damage after that initial back wall. Now they're getting a bit tankier on the side of IG. And LGD forced to go back in, but it's difficult. Tyler can't find his way into this fight. Now he's walking in as a melee wolf. He doesn't, well, he's always melee, but as a non-ultimate form wolf, I should say. Doesn't have the move speed to chase this too much. So Ingelai will buy back. He'll back a second time, and IG finally cleared out that first lane of Rex. They've actually managed to do it, Blaze. 430 goes down. Chuan, TP out just to type Luo, not so lucky. They lose two.
They can out of this level 16 timing between the Brew and the Death Prophet, and they've actually gotten some great results out of it, forcing aggression from LGD.
They're surging into Alliance, and now the Golem form will be popped as they try to slow down this initiation with upheaval. There's a back wall, impale combination, killing off one instantly, looking for June as well. Stylar now chasing Luo. The wards got dropped though, and Stylar almost instantly dies to the Death Prophet. He's chased out by the Ghost. Will the last hit come in? Don't get the last hit. Luo lives with 8 HP. 8 HP. Just stun him. Damn it, they got the kill. That's what they needed. A 2-for-1 thus far. Remember, Angela fought back earlier. If they lose him now, because Yao was all the way over in the middle of nowhere in the tree line. That's a very fast piglet. Angela charged in. This will force out the buyback from the Undying with no exorcism. IG playing a little bit lackluster in terms of their damage output. And now they turn another fantastic impale by MMY. I think they just lose by default because they're going to lose at least the tier 3, probably Rex, every time the double wards are dropped. With Exorcism there, Liquid Fire, LGD have to force fight sets at the base as soon as this is out.
Yeah, and that was what they did last time. We'll see if they can do it again.
Golem was dropped from the high ground. Faith now channeling up people to try and slow everyone down, but the fight's not really happening in the pit. It's actually a bit south of the pit, and the rest of IG will be absolutely fine. They fight their way through the cycloning up the Viper, while Sylar just kind of runs around in circles looking for an opening in. They'll end up getting off 1 kill. Now backing 2 back into the wall. They've killed off only Undying, and still the Death Prophet stands strong for the time being. Now the Ghosts return. They're a bit lacking on damage. The Primal splits it out to Yao dropping low to this, though. Doesn't have that much durability. The zombies doing the work. Still sticking strong through this fight. Now surrounded by literally a pack of zombies. It's got to be like 12 or 14 of them. And now the chase is on. They can follow some of the shackles, and they're going to lose their probably their most farm here at this point. 10 to 3 and 12. They also lose faith on the back end of the engagement. What's the buyback status? Oh no, don't tell me that. Turn this one around, it might go back the other way. LGD fighting strong here as Luo just pops his BKB, tries to survive. It's the Chuan wards that might save them yet. Yao driven off the fight on a 50 HP. Ice Path barely missing him as he heads up. Then the Golem! The turn is strong with LGD. The back into upheaval. Continue pounding into him with Sylar's ult. But he's low. He's got to pop his Necrobolt. His hero can't fight any longer. Even with the Golem, they just don't have the firepower. It's up to these Necro minions. June getting pursued out. The Golem, the summons have to win.
Blink, so he's got to just waddle on up there, and they will not let him do that. Luo's going to be the frontline buffer to try to create this space for him.
There's your tombstone to start this now. Yulzing up one in the air. The Shivas comes out for both teams. A bloody blue mess of a fight. Chuan gets isolated. He dies on the backside. He didn't get off a single set of wards. There's no shaman wards, and that might be the key to their team fight success as Sylar runs rampant, rampaging through the back of this fight, but taking too much damage from Ghosts. He can't chase any longer. The Impale of MMY, a rare miss for him. He's been on point almost all game. Golem still pursuing out low. Can't finish the job. Well, they cyclone up the Darkseer in the air. Faith drop down, back down to Earth as the Brew split ends, but 430's at full HP. They'll use a single buyback here on the Lycan. They still hold the line. So IG about to re-emerge in the mid lane, and they're coming. Chuan's getting close, man. He's real close. They should honestly all just suicide in to set up Chuan for these wards. Maybe not quite suicide, but they got some buybacks here. Blink, and Chuan gets up 1 set. He needs that secondary set to go out. Can he refresh? He does it! He does it! Double wards, exorcism, everything just being shoveled at this LGD face. Good luck defending now. Too much, man. Far too much. Shit shoveled their way. They just can't stand against all this crap. MMY now clapped, critted, and smacked down by 430.
Since then, LGD, they're desperate.
And they're just impaling themselves on the IG lineup at this point. Angelite will charge in. There's no golem for 1 second. Now it's dropped. It's maybe enough in time to turn this. They get off the one kill. Looking for the second. The golem in pursuit. Chuan barely surviving. The illusion could finish him off. Oh, yeah, Fatal Bonds does the trick. 4:30 now. BKB trying to retreat. The evasion strong for him. He'll make his way out. They go Siler will BKB. He runs out of the pit. The Brood split forces him back. The Panda overwhelming the wolf, but they will try and focus low. Unfortunately, self-cyclones and still lives. Still at half HP. Pursuit continues. On to Yao they go. Back to the Viper. Now it's the Flying Manta Ray's turn to be punished by the Panda. Smacked down by 4:30, who's emerged as a real presence in the late game for IG, or towards the late game anyway. Now Cheeseburger Rise. He's gonna run in. Wall gets dropped, but it only covers the path of retreat, and they're not retreating. Alright, now they're running.
They're just
it's only
shrugging it
chased
off.
on MMY. It's the hunt down in July as well. GG! Freaking G, IG. What a comeback it was. They'll wipe the floor with LGD. And the throne will explode, denying them the bliss of taking that one at themselves. But they're now 3-2, Blaze. They're now 3-2.
They pull ahead. That was a dead heat between the two teams. IG really knew that win, and if this is the beginning of their comeback swing, the team getting back together and really shifting forward, I'm glad to